Hello, viewers all over the world. I welcome you to my page, Know Your Rights in Marriage and Divorce. My name is Dr. Hilary Nwechefu, your lawyer and your counselor. I welcome you once more to discuss an important segment in our series of teaching. Today, we are going to look at an issue that has been generating problem in the society. Sometime in the past, a woman came to me and told me that her husband slapped her twice, and the lawyer, she wants to divorce the man. I looked at her. I said, "What do you want?" She said she wants to divorce her husband. I said, "What is the reason?" She said the husband slapped her 2 times. I said, "Is that so?" She said, "Yes." And she's so bitter about it. I now asked her, "Did he give you blow in the eyes?" She said, "No." "Did he use stick to hit you?" He said, "No." Did he use knife or cutlass or machete or any instrument or weapon in the house to chase you or stab you or harm you? She said, "No, lawyer, he did not do any of these things, but he slapped me 2 times and I cannot take it from him." I asked her further, "Has he been slapping you like this regularly?" He said, "No, but a year ago he slapped her once." I said, "All right." But the question now, what is the implication of you being slapped by your husband or you being slapped by your wife? What is the implication under the law of marriage and divorce? I'm going to address that. I want to let you know, domestic violence domestic violence is a good ground to get a divorce. But then, that your husband slapped you once is not actually domestic violence that will make you seek and get a divorce. Yes, I am not encouraging that your husband should slap you. I am not encouraging that your wife should slap you. What I am saying, sometimes there could be misunderstanding. There could be challenges in marriages where one person may angrily or the husband may angrily give a slap or push down the wife away. The wife can similarly do the same. That is not a domestic violence. That is not the kind of violence that will make the court grant divorce. The kind of violence activity that will make a court grant divorce, citing domestic violence as an excuse, is when there is a violence that brutalizes you, injuries, and blood gushing, and perhaps plucking off one of your teeth through violence. Or maybe the beating has become so terrific, so fearful that death might occur, life is endangered. Yes, that is the kind of cruelty or violence that the court will look at and grant a divorce. Not because your husband slapped you once, not because your wife just get angry, tore your clothes once. No, that could be expression of love. Even I'm not encouraging violence. That may be a way of expressing annoyance, but it's not the kind of violence. It's not tensed. It's not violent. It's not so strong as to give you a ground to get a divorce for your husband. No. So my advice is that try and settle. Make peace with your husband. Make peace with your wife, and don't slap your wife anymore. Don't slap your husband too. Let love reign in your marriage. But if one of the partners now becomes dangerous, now becomes violent, now begin to conduct himself in a manner that life becomes threatened, yes, you can approach the court and get a separation, judicial separation. Separation means that you have to leave your husband, pack out of that house, and stay somewhere else where he will not have access to you until there's a reunion. That is the time, maybe By that time, your violent husband must have learnt lesson, must have felt remorse, and then the court can grant an order bringing both of you back on request, on application, on request. Do you get what I'm saying now? So it is not just that you are slapped that will bring divorce. We can overlook, we can amend, and temper can cool, and your husband can come back to apologize. Your wife can also come back to apologize for tearing your clothes or for holding you on your clothes strongly. So it is not every kind of activity that you seek divorce about. No. So I'm trying to explain to you now. Bear in mind that it is the violence that threatens life. That is the one that the court will look at and grant divorce, and not minor quarrels. No, the court will rather send you people to mediators, conciliators, marriage counselors who will help people to resolve your differences, but the court will not grant divorce. Note also that the court is not interested in seeing people dissolve their marriages. The court is not interested. Court wants people to settle and continue to live happily. But it is only when the condition becomes too unbearable, too horrible, life is threatened, domestic violence is becoming regular. Yes, the court will dissolve them and they go their way. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have learned something from this video, why not like and share? Comment on it, share, let other people get knowledge. Knowledge is power. And I learned to come back to my page and get more information on the area of know your right in marriage and divorce. May God bless you. See you in the next video.